so the second video, the video that I wanted to record last week, that I made a mistake of putting some YouTube introductory music on my on the recording. So when I posted the video online in YouTube, they had said there was what you call copyright restriction. So I didn't post the video. But today, I'm going to go back there very quickly. And what I was trying to do last week is going to be the fact that I was going to talk about, well, for example, that I was going to talk about I was going to give my life story again. And giving my life story again, then I can tie it into what the first video was about. And the way for me, I was going to do that, I was going to be talking about the fact that I was born with, I was born and I was hanging out with my dad as a successful businessman who would go to his mega store in Lagos Street, which is the most commercial street. He had a store there. Then I'll go with him. When I get there, we just had a good time. We'll be eating all this jollof and everything. But for one reason or the other, he just packed it up all of a sudden. And I was so little. And my mom had other two girls behind me. So I must have been in the age of like three. So unbeknown to me is that he's gone. And at the time I was born, I think nobody even paid attention to attention deficit disorder, because the people paying attention deficit disorder came later on. Maybe that's not true in a place like the belly of the beast, where they were probably treating it. But even the issue there was that I had it, and my mom made me to go stay with my aunt and told my sister to go stay with another of her aunt again too. So we left home, and my mom was trying to start a business. So as she was going along, I would run back from where they sent me to. But what I did learn from that joining there was that I was able to find out that I was not the only one in the room, and I thought, since I was not the son of the couple that I was living with, the children can go all spoiled. But I couldn't do that. I became an adult with them. Like then they were not old enough to be in school, and when I got there, I couldn't really start school. Then I ran away, came back home. So my mom sent me again to another of her sister again in Abeokuta, and they got transferred from Abeokuta, went to start staying in Lagos, in Apapa, Lagos. Then I ran back home. This was during the Nigerian Civil War. So my second run back home, when I got back home, everything became a little bit stable, because my surrogate father, which is my eldest brother, has started earning money, and so my mother was also earning money from the fact that her mother, called Ugeki, which is an icon, gave her some boost, because she knows she has a lot of connections, because of my stepfather, my step-grandfather was also connected too. So that was it. So then I ran back. Then I had to now go start primary school, which since my mom was so busy, I was like my mom's husband, so I would then take care of me. I'll take me to second primary school. So when I got there, there were other fathers mother brought their kids in. Nobody brought me there. I brought myself in. So when they were asking me, how old are you? I was of the same height with everyone. So they had a system of trying to test my age. If you can put your hands across the ear like that, it means you are 5 years of age. With that, I got admitted. That's to tell you how advanced our system in Africa was. It's very, very advanced. So I was in primary school. As I was there, the first shock I got was, boom. The teacher there asked that, started brainwashing us, because that's the only best way I can explain that. That's not really brainwash. She started singing to us, oh, great just lost, you see what quote and unquote did. When they came one day, they brought fine things. So then what he was talking about was really about the original sin of slavery. So he got into my heart. So when I got back home, I was telling my best friend questioning why you guys didn't tell me all this. But keep in mind that I have no filter. So I say what I want to say, and I get in trouble because when you say what you want to say, people keep complaining. And as I was watching my mom with my aunt, who came to come and start crashing out with us, that my mom was not going to have wasn't going to have the aunt to be a little bit loose, because she think that will affect our moral standing. I took it literally. I went head on with her. What my mother would grumble behind the scene, I would just go back and go tell the woman, you can't do this. And the woman got mad too at me. And so I was getting heat from all angles. So that was the story of my life. I was able to make my mind up about why my mother was questioning her fecundity. And then my mother did have that woman guard as in the house. So, and for holidays, I would leave our house and go hang out with in my dad's side, and I found out that I was giving a lot of firepower right there. You are a man already, and I'm talking about I'm 6 years of age, and I'm being told as a man, and all those women were now being left behind. I didn't like that. Then when I get home, my mother would do things like, there's a woman God called, and so I was able to formulate certain things in my head on where I was going to go. That where I'm currently at now, what I'm currently doing now, is dated back to that time when I was young. So at the time I came to the belly of the beast, I saw the frustration that I encountered when I was back there was now thrown into my face. The frustration means that there's a canopy of frustration that the epitomizes those. There's only one guy who may have had contact with the people from Africa that may have went in to spread all across the world, because what it is that Africa, the whole world started in Africa. So when mankind became human, I'm talking about millions and millions and millions of years ago, then after, let's assume we go back to 13 billion years ago, we can now say, okay, in 2 billion years ago, we may have become human. The human that we are We may have spread out because that was how we got spread out. But the thing is, after that minor spread out, there was a secondary spread out where the temperature, the climate did change a lot of melanin, melanin recessive and melanin non-recessive and all that. So the people in the African continent with that equal night, equal day, equal night are dark. And if you go to South America, you will find that there's a dark area. When you go to the far east, far Caucasian, you will see that the more you go down to the North Pole, the more the color changes. Instead of leaving it like that as if that's what it is, people started playing. There were some one or two guys who may have capitalized on that. It's an epitomizer. I call them an epitomizer. They capitalized on it and said, oh, we are superior to this, we are superior to this, whereas there's no reason for all that. And even till today, I mean, even that's what I was saying in my other recording. I said, we need to start taking the heartbeat of the world by surveying people and find out, because that is the only reason why you're going to be successful. And I'm going to be coming up with tons and tons of survey. That's another area of going to be my area of specialty, which means I will be taking the heartbeat of everyone at different junctions. And we'll even have, you know, all the university poll, Iowa University this, Iowa University, they're doing opinion poll, Gallup poll to get you in business, poll to find out if somebody's compatible to you and all that. We need to stay with survey. I have been in that environment for a long period of time, but now I am putting it as a concrete thing. So I've given you, I was able to talk about the attention deficit disorder and all that.